There is work to be done. Build up this land. I was just waiting my turn. It is time to build.
Our kingdom expands once again.
Build up this land. Where
We
should
have
we
a
build?
new structure.
It is time to build.
We have another vineyard.
Ready your tools. There is work to be done.
The
Where should we
Elven
build?
King's
Take it
domain
this way.
grows.
I have building supplies. Coming through.
The forest has grown perilous of late. I will see what lies ahead.
We cannot afford this expense.
How may I serve? The Theradrines stand ready. Restart. This forest.
Our kingdom expands once again.
I have
the
building
hunt.
supplies.
The Woodland realm must be kept safe. Swiftly now.
Building materials. It is time to build.
The forest has grown perilous of late. Tracks lead this way. The Woodland realm must be kept safe. I cannot hold them for long.
Ready your tools. A fair sight indeed.
Now, for the Elven King. This forest is known to me. They seek to surround
Elven
me.
influence
There is work to be done.
spreads once more. We are running
Ready your
out of
tools.
resources.
Now, restart.
I have building supplies. There is work to be done.
Our kingdom
Coming
expands
through.
once
I have
again.
building
Kept
supplies.
you waiting, The forest has grown perilous of late. I shall set up a trap. Trust in the huntsman's wisdom. You are mine. I must retreat. I know these
Building
paths
materials.
last.
Build up this land.
The vineyard
Ready
has
your
been
tools.
planted.
This forest has grown perilous of late. Say the way I serve.
I'm ready. Surely there's a better place.
Trust in the huntsman's wisdom. Here you go. For the Elven King. Theradrines stand ready.
I have building
Our
supplies.
kingdom
Coming
expands
through.
once again.
Building materials.
How may I serve? I shall. You are mine. They seek to surround me.
The
forest has
Elven
grown
King's
perilous of
domain
late.
grows.
I have building supplies. This will not do. Surely there's a better place.
A new
Restart.
structure has
Trust
been completed.
in the huntsman's wisdom.
I was just waiting my turn.
For the Elven King.
I'm ready. There is much to do.
They seek to surround me. Is known to me.
The Elven King's
Trust
powers are spent.
in the huntsman's wisdom.
There is work to be done.
Here you go.
Ready your tools.
Sylvan Rangers.
Forest has kept you waiting so late.
Nothing left.
This forest, you are mine. The forest is grown
We will keep
perilous.
this land
They seek to
safe.
surround me. This battle is for the Elven King. Lies ahead. King's
Get down.
eyes and ears.
Recall your company.
You are
Our
mine.
duty lies amongst the trees. This evil does not sleep.
Theradrines
The
stand
royal
ready.
barracks is
I
complete.
was just waiting my turn. Build up this
I
land.
am the Elven King's eyes and ears.
Sylvan Rangers, ready for your orders. We will
Elven
keep this land
influence
safe.
They seek to
spreads
surround
once
me.
more.
Building materials.
Mankini, stay out of sight.
I cannot hold them for long.
Our duty lies amongst the trees. This evil does not sleep.
Where should we build?
The Faradreams stand ready.
A new
Mankini.
structure. Sylvan Rangers ready for
Stairs
orders.
at
I
your
have
command.
building supplies.
Never underestimate a wood elf.
For the Elven King.
Have we run out of wine?
Priest out.
Our resources.
None but the Elven King
They
may
are
command
tearing
us.
them
Where
down.
should we build?
They have entered our domain.
Mandos awaits! Have we run out of wine?
Ready your tools.
We are ready for anything.
You are mine. I must retreat.
Never underestimate a wood elf.
Building materials.
Die nothing!
Sylvan Rangers
Mandos
ready for
They
awaits!
surround me. Die, filled creature.
Mar Pelithar, we are ready for anything.
Our duty lies amongst the
beware.
trees. Keep them occupied.
They have befouled this place.
And for long.
None but the Elven King may command us.
You are mine.
To your
Mar
right.
Pelithar. Guruth!
I cannot hold them for long.
Fear nothing!
Ego.
Commandos awaits!
For the Elven King.
Sylvan Rangers.
There's the command.
Resources.
Guruth! Thor! Seize this
I
opportunity.
cannot hold them for
Our
long.
resources are being attacked. We are running out of
Never
resources.
underestimate the greenwood by the king's
I
consent.
was just
Cut them
waiting
down!
my turn.
No mercy! Cut them down! None but the Elven King may command us.
Get down.
None may enter
does
the
not
greenwood
sleep.
but by the king's consent. Its presence cannot be
There is work
tolerated.
to be done.
We are ready for anything.
Commencing the I cannot hold them for long.
Our ally has placed a beacon.
Sylvan Rangers. Ready for your
Show them
orders.
no mercy! Befouled this place. Mar Pelithar, kill the invaders!
Safeguard our
God,
resources.
Thor! Perish from
Build
this
where should
earth.
we build?
They
Show them
dare
no mercy!
challenge our
We must
might.
cut them down! They have befouled this place.
The forest has grown perilous of late. This forest.
None may enter the greenwood but by
Strike
the
now.
cut them down!
Our ally has
mine.
placed a
We will
beacon.
keep this land safe.
Trespassers beware! Out of
Ready
wine.
your tools. Take it this way.
Fear nothing! Mandos awaits! Our spears are at your command.
Kept you waiting.
Show them no mercy!
Our resources. They are tearing them down.
Just resting my arms. I'm ready.
Never underestimate
Fear
the wood.
nothing!
Mandos
are mine.
awaits!
You cannot escape
Show
me.
them no mercy! Show them no mercy! Run out of wine. They mustn't leave this place. Nothing! Taste Mandos awaits!
We cannot
None may enter the greenwood but run out of wine.
They surround me.
Our
Never
resources are being
underestimate
attacked.
the wood elf.
Where should we build?
The greenwood must be protected. Have we run out of wine? Reclaim this land for the Elven
I
King.
have building supplies. Where should we build? There is much to do. Merely resting
The
my
greenwood must be protected. We must not tear it. None may enter the greenwood but by the king's consent. The greenwood must be protected. Move! Back to camp! Run out of wine.
Mansinia.
Trespassers
There is
beware.
work to be done. Build up this land.
Sylvan Rangers.
Never underestimate the wood elf.
Safeguard our resources. They threaten our sanctity.
Have we run out of wine? Mar Pelithar,
Trust.
never underestimate the wood elf. Trespassers beware. To the vantage point.
What will it be? Bjorning Honeymead.
The greenwood must be protected. Mar Pelithar, never underestimate a wood elf.
What will it be?
None may enter the greenwood but the Elven King may command us.
Bjorning
Sylvan
Honeymead.
Rangers
None may
ready
enter
for
the
orders.
greenwood but by the king's consent. We are ready for anything.
Ready your tools.
Elven influence.
None but the Elven King may command us.
Only the finest vintages, Rafkin.
Mar
I
Pelithar,
have building supplies.
We must protect
we are
our
ready for
lands.
anything.
Give them
Where
nothing.
should we build? Building materials.
Never underestimate a
There is
wood
work
elf.
to be done.
Darthor!
Our resources are being attacked.
Ready your tools.
Fear nothing!
greenwood must be
Mandos
protected.
awaits!
I have building supplies.
We are ready for anything. Cut them down!
This one has a marvelous aroma.
I was just waiting my turn. The ground here is not suitable.
The Elven
Only the
King's
finest vintages,
domain
Raki.
grows.
Mar Kalithar,
For the Elven
the
King!
Greenwood must be protected.
Building materials. Fair sight indeed.
Sylvan
would it be?
Rangers, ready for your orders.
Red, white, dry, sweet. Bjorning honeymead, please.
They have entered our domain.
None but the Elven King may command us.
Out of my sight.
This evil does
The
not
Greenwood
sleep.
must be protected.
Give them nothing.
The Elven King has excellent taste in wine. I have a fine selection. Won't take long. Red, white, dry, sweet. I'll go and see. I'll bring the
May
bottles.
dreams
Greenwood.
of
This one has a
memory
marvelous
live
aroma.
on.
Tools. Build up this
What
land.
will it be? Red, white, dry, sweet.
Mar Kalithar,
Bjorning honeymead.
This evil does not
Please.
sleep.
Only the finest vintages, Raki.
Building materials.
Red, white, dry, sweet. I have a fine selection. Only the finest vintages, Raki.
We are ready.
I have a fine
right there.
selection.
none may enter the Greenwood but by the King's consent.
Where should we build?
They have returned in
This place is
force.
not fitting.
Theron. I am at the King's command.
What will it be? Bjorning honeymead, please. This one has a marvelous aroma.
We will keep this land safe.
Mar Kalithar,
Only the finest vintages, Raki. Watch out!
Our kingdom expands.
trespassers beware. None but the Elven King may command us.
Building materials.
Trespassers, to arms!
There is much to do.
This land
Out of my
must be
sight.
kept safe.
This
Darthor!
wine isn't cheap.
Resources. We will keep this land safe.
Children stand ready.
Never underestimate a wood elf.
Be ready.
There is work to be done.
Careful. Watch out! I believe you've had enough.
For the Elven King! They encroach upon the land.
This wine isn't cheap.
March against us. A
filthy
new
hovel.
structure
What
has
would
been
it be?
completed.
This
The
one has
realm is
marvelous
under
aroma.
attack.
None may enter the Greenwood but by the King's consent.
You are my
The Elven
king.
King has excellent taste in wine.
They have killed our builder.
Watch out! Out of my sight! Careful. I'm done here.
I have building supplies.
Commencing the hunt.
Surely there's a better place.
This wine
They
isn't cheap.
threaten our
Out
sanctity.
of my sight! Don't make me do this. Careful. Watch out! Careful. This wine isn't cheap. Out of my sight! Watch out!
I am Tauri. We cannot let the darkness, and I
should
will
we
stand with you.
Kept you waiting, hmm?
This place is not fitting.
Red, white, dry, sweet.
They have entered our domain.
This land must be kept safe. We mustn't tarry here.
This wine isn't cheap.
Sylvan Rangers, ready for your orders.
Feel much out of
Keep
this.
your swords to hand.
We will keep this land safe.
Be ready. Keep your swords to
Mankini.
hand.
Out of my sight! Watch out! This
The
tastes
Elven King's
get rid of
domain
this, shall we?
grows.
Our spears are at your command.
careful. I believe you've had enough.
Trespassers,
Fine
to arms!
selection.
None but the Elven King may command us.
Only the finest vintages, King. I have wine to taste.
Sylvan Rangers, ready for your orders. The Greenwood must be protected.
Trust
Mansinia.
in the huntsman's wisdom.
Trespassers
Bjorning
beware.
honeymead.
Wood elves love best the
Please.
light of the stars.
A new structure has been completed.
Ready your tools. I'm ready.
Our spears are at your command.
Building supplies Where should we build? There is much to do.
What will it be?
The Greenwood must be protected.
The Elven
We will
King
keep
has
this land safe.
excellent
Mandarin
taste in
Ready
wine.
for orders.
I am at the King's command.
I have a fine
Our
selection.
duty lies amongst the
Greenwood
trees.
look great!
Mankini.
This evil does
Strike
not
now.
sleep.
This one has a marvelous aroma.
Welcome here.
Watch out! Red, white, dry, sweet. I have a fine
None may enter
selection.
the greenwood but by the
Go and
king's
see.
command.
I'll bring the bottles.
Trespassers
The
beware.
Elven King has
We will keep this
excellent
land
taste
safe.
in wine. Only the finest vintages for our king. This
Our
one has
ally
marvelous
has
aroma.
placed a beacon.
The
None
Elven
may enter
King
the
has
greenwood by the
excellent
king's
taste in
consent.
wine.
The greenwood must be
I have
protected.
a fine selection. I'll go and see.
They march against us.
Red, white, dry, sweet.
I cannot
have a
hold
fine
them for
We
long.
will keep this land safe.
Beyonding honeymead, please. I have a fine selection. This one has marvelous aroma. I have a fine selection.
Elven
building
influence
supplies.
spreads once more.
Building supplies coming.
This one has a marvelous aroma.
I have building
We have a
supplies.
new
Building supplies
structure.
are here. It is time to build.
Beyonding honeymead,
Ready your
please.
Coming through.
The Elven King has excellent taste in wine.
We are ready.
What will it be? Red, white, dry, sweet? This one has a marvelous aroma.
Trespassers None but the Elven King may command us.
I
Monsignor.
have a fine selection. Red, white, dry, sweet?
What are we building? I was just waiting my turn. There is much to do.
I have a fine selection. Won't take long. Red, white, dry, sweet? Only the finest vintages for our king. Beyonding honeymead, please. I have a fine
run out of
selection.
wine.
There is
Kingdom
work to be done.
expands once again.
Build up this land.
Elven
What will it be?
influence spreads.
Beyonding
None but the Elven
honeymead,
King may command us.
please.
Building supplies
The
coming.
Elven King has
are ready
excellent
for
taste in wine. Red, white, dry, sweet? Beyonding honeymead,
The greenwood must be
please.
protected.
Mar Khalithar. Take to safety.
The Elven King's
Never
domain
underestimate run out of wine.
grows.
Never underestimate. None may enter the greenwood but by the king's consent.
What will it be?
The Elven King's
Beyonding
domain
honeymead,
grows.
please.
Where should we build? There is work to be done. Build up this land.
I have a fine selection.
We have a new
I'll go and see.
structure. How
Where
dare
should we
they
build?
attack our builder?
A fair
There's a
sight.
well
I was
of
just
wine,
waiting my
it
turn.
seems.
We
Build
must
up
put
this
This one
land
has a
building
marvelous
materials.
aroma.
It is time to build. Building materials. Let's go.
We have lost a builder.
Red, white, dry, sweet? Only the finest vintages for our king.
Defend our structures.
The Elven King has excellent taste in wine. Red, white, dry, sweet?
Building supplies are here. Build up this land.
The
Beyonding
Elven
honey,
King's domain
please.
grows.
The Elven King has excellent taste in
Challenge
wine.
our might.
Ready your tools.
Elven influence spreads
It is
once
time to
more.
build.
Our kingdom expands once
Beyonding
again.
honeymead,
Again, they
please.
challenge us.
I'll bring the bottles.
I have building supplies.
They attack our
Surely
structures.
there's a better
What
place.
are we
building?
The Elven King has excellent taste in wine. What will it be?
This
The
land
Elven
must be
King
kept
has
safe.
excellent taste in
Trespassers
wine.
beware.
Red,
They threaten
white,
our
dry,
sanctity.
sweet?
A new structure.
Only the finest
has been
vintages for our
constructed.
king. Chase them off!
Get down.
Red, white,
ready.
dry, sweet? The Elven King has
This
excellent taste
land
in
must
wine.
be kept safe.
What will it be?
Building
The
materials.
Elven King's abode
This will not do.
grows.
Ready your tools. We must look elsewhere. Where should we build? The ground here is not suitable.
Only the finest vintages for our king. This one has a marvelous aroma. The Elven King has excellent taste in wine.
The Elven King's treasure has been built.
This one has a marvelous aroma. Only the finest vintages for our king. What would it be?
We must protect our lands.
Be ready.
This one has a marvelous aroma. Red,
This
white,
land
dry,
must be kept
sweet.
safe.
There is no escape.
Only the finest vintages for our king. What would it be? This one has a marvelous aroma. The Elven King has excellent taste in wine.
Against us.
You asked for it. Won't take long. I'll do
I am at the king's command.
Red, white,
Be
dry,
ready.
sweet.
Come, follow me. We mustn't tarry here.
Our duty
This
is
land
not
must be protected. The king cannot abide these trespasses.
The Elven King's
March,
domain
elves
is
of
This one has a marvelous
Lascalen.
aroma.
The Elven King's
I
coffers
have
are
a fine selection. What would it be?
trespassers.
Of course.
To
Won't
arms.
take long. I have a fine selection. What will it be? Beyonding Honeymead,
Where should we
please.
build? Building supplies coming. There is work to be done.
The realm is under
It is time
attack.
to build.
Trespassers
The
beware.
Elven King has excellent taste in wine.
There is work to be done. Let's go.
This one has a marvelous aroma. What will it be? The Elven King has excellent taste in wine. Red, white, dry, sweet. The Elven King has excellent taste in wine.
Mar Khalifa.
This one has a marvelous
We
aroma.
must protect our
Red,
lands.
white, dry, sweet. What will it be? This one has a marvelous
We are
aroma.
ready.
I have a fine
The
selection.
structure has been upgraded.
There is work to be done. We must look elsewhere.
I did not come here on your behalf. Nothing moves
And
but
you have
I
my
hear
vote.
of it. Double
Red,
the watch.
white, dry, sweet.
The stars avail.
Our kingdom expands once again. The lookout is ready.
What will it be? I have a fine selection. Only the finest vintages for our
Building
king.
materials. Move the cart.
What will it be? I have a fine selection.
At your disposal.
We cannot afford this expense.
Beyonding Honeymead, please. I'll bring the bottles. The Elven King has excellent taste in wine.
influence spreads
This one has a
once
marvelous aroma. Oh, is there a feast happening?
Never underestimate a wood elf. Trespassers beware. We go where needed. None but the Elven King beware us. We must not tarry. Have we run out of wine? The greenwood must be
The
your sword.
Elven King has
Mar
excellent
Khalifa.
taste in wine.
None but the Elven King may command us. Have we run out of wine? We are ready for anything.
All the greenwood.
The land
Trespassers beware.
cannot sustain a larger
Mar
force.
Khalifa. None may enter the greenwood but by the king's consent. Trespassers beware.
We've put up a
Beyonding
grand
Honeymead,
tribute to
please.
Orome.
Of course.
I have building supplies.
Never underestimate a wood elf.
What will it be? I have a fine selection.
Fortress
Be ready.
grows ever more
Have
beautiful.
we run out of wine?
They
This
threaten
one
our
has a marvelous
sanctity.
aroma.
What do you know of loss?
Die, thing of shadow.
What will it be? Red, white, dry, sweet. Only the finest vintages for our king.
Building materials. Surely there's a better place.
Victory is within our grasp.
Watch out!
None may enter the
will
greenwood
enter.
but by the king's consent.
This wine isn't cheap. Distasteful. This doesn't belong here. Watch out!
You will pay.
Not welcome here.
This wine isn't
Have we
cheap.
run out of wine?
Very well then. I'm done here.
This
This
evil
feast
does not
happening. This one has a marvelous
Greenwood
aroma.
must be protected.
I have a fine
Mar
selection.
Khalifa.
Of course. I'll bring the bottles. Only the finest vintages for our king.
Victory is within our
This evil
grasp.
does not sleep.
With every victory, this evil will grow.
This one has a marvelous aroma.
100 years is a mere blink in the life of an elf.
Trespassers, to arms!
Stand,
The
elves of
King
Las
has
Gallen.
excellent taste in wine. This one has a marvelous aroma. I'll go and see.
At your disposal. None may enter the
Beyond
greenwood
honey.
but by the king's consent.
Please.
Elven kings
Have a
are
fine selection.
Our woodwork is second
Loose
to none.
royalty lies amongst the red, white, dry, sweet. The Elven King has excellent taste in wine. What would it be? Distasteful.
Load another one,
They
will you?
threaten our
Mark
sanctity.
To
Telefarm.
my sight.
Do give us some worthy targets. Put it on and
And we
turn
the finest vintages for our king. Red, white, dry, sweet.
Get the rope ready.
This one has a marvelous
I'm
aroma.
at the king's command.
Be gone, uncouth
This
creature.
evil does not sleep once again.
The Elven King has
A
excellent taste in
masterpiece
wine.
of elven craft.
Let's get rid of this, shall we? What would it be?
Trespassers,
The
to
Elven King
arms!
has excellent
Never
taste in
underestimate
wine.
a wood elf.
Ever more beautiful. This silver steel will aid us well.
I have a fine selection.
Die, fell creature!
This one has a marvelous
Mark
aroma.
Telefarm.
To your right!
Red, white, dry,
Dare
sweet.
challenge our might. Unfurl the Elven King's banners.
Tell Pirion keep us safe.
Mankin.
Mankini.
Fine selection.
They march against us.
And we the finest vintages for our king.
I will end you.
The Yawning Honeymead.
We are ready for anything.
Please. Watch out!
Steel yourself!
What would it be?
They have
Red,
to
white,
wear
dry, sweet. The Yawning Honeymead. Please. Only the finest vintages for our king. Oh, filthy hovel. Let's get rid of this, shall we?
How might this
Dare
wizard be
challenge
of
our
assistance?
might.
Never
Die,
underestimate
thing of
a
shadow.
Die!
The Yawning Honeymead. Please. Out of my sight. Careful. This one has a marvelous aroma.
We run out of wine.
This wine isn't cheap. Out of my sight.
Do
This
give
wine
us some
isn't
worthy
cheap.
targets.
Out of my sight. Watch out.
the great
Careful.
outdoors.
Out of my sight. Red, white, dry, sweet. Only the finest vintages for our king. Red, white, dry, sweet. Won't take long.
Manson,
Materials? There is much to
they
do.
have entered our domain.
Coming through! There is work to be done. Fair sight.
I will end
This
you.
one has a marvelous aroma. The Elven King has excellent taste in wine. This one has a marvelous aroma. For the Elven King!
Stand, elves of Las Gallen.
Fine selection.
Be ready.
This wine isn't cheap.
Again, they challenge
Watch
us.
out! The Elven King has excellent taste in wine. Only the finest vintages for our king.
Just resting my arms. No hurry.
Out of my sight! Careful! Watch out! I have a fine selection. Bjorning Honeymead, please. What will it be? Chase them
Trespassers
off!
beware!
They dare challenge
Give
our
them
might.
nothing.
I have building supplies.
Return to your master.
Watch out! I have a fine selection. Red, white, dry,
Elven
sweet.
influence spreads once more.
For the Elven King! The
I have
Elven
building
King has
supplies.
excellent taste in wine.
Coming through.
This
Recall your company.
I have a fine selection. Stay away! Careful, don't make me do this. Only the finest vintages for our king.
They
What
march
will it be?
against us.
Bjorning Honeymead, please. Oh, is there a feast happening? I have a fine selection.
The greenwood must be
This
protected.
one has a marvelous aroma.
Trespassers
Red,
beware!
white, dry, sweet. Bjorning Honeymead, please.
Back to the shadow.
We have
Only the
arrived.
finest vintages for our king.
The lookout is ready.
Building materials. Build up this land. There is work to be done. It is time to build. This is your end.
This one has a marvelous aroma.
Seal yourself.
Now this doesn't belong here. Watch out! This spear of war is potent.
We have a new
None but the Elven King may command us.
Bjorning Honeymead, please. That won't take long. Of course.
Building materials. This place is not fitting. Surely there's a better place.
They threaten
Red,
our
white,
sanctity.
dry, sweet. This is tasteful. Only the finest vintages for our king. Bjorning Honeymead, please. Red, white,
A new
dry,
structure
sweet.
has been completed. Our kingdom expands once again.
I'll bring the
Have we
bottles.
run out of wine?
I'll go and see. Let's get rid of this, shall we? Of course. That won't take long.
I require your
There is work
blade.
to be done.
They have entered our domain.
Something stirs in
Only the finest vintages for our king. I have a fine selection. Only the
Trespassers
finest
beware.
vintages for our king. Chase them off! I have a fine selection.
Where should we build? This place is not fitting. The ground here is not suitable. We must look elsewhere.
Get out of my way!
Out of my sight! Careful! Watch out!
They are harassing our building.
I'm up to 17.
Trespassers, to arms!
Careful!
Never
This wine's
underestimate.
cheap.
The greenwood must be
I'll
protected.
bring the bottles.
The builder has
Greenwood
fallen.
lies under our protection. Onward, Arthur.
They have begun their assault.
Red, white, dry, sweet.
What do you know of loss?
Eko, Wahi, Tolo.
The battle
Our
goes ill.
king is dead.
Watch out!
They threaten our sanctity.
It is
I have
our
a fine
fight.
selection.
I am at the king's command.
Red, white, dry, sweet. What will it be?
Get out of my way!
Is under attack.
You will pay!
This land is known to us.
Careful! Watch out!
Steel yourself.
Our might.
No further! This wine isn't cheap. Red, white, dry, sweet. Only the finest vintages for our king.
The Elven King demands your heads!
Merely resting my eyes a moment. Build up building materials. Coming through. I'm ready. Surely there's a better place. I have building supplies.
The royal barracks
Building
has been
supplies coming.
improved.
None but the
Red,
Elven King may
white,
command
dry,
us.
sweet. Of course. That won't take long.
A
The
new
Elven King
structure
has
has been
excellent
completed.
taste in wine.
A noble pursuit.
You are
Through
not
the brush.
welcome here.
Tauron has shown us the path. A noble pursuit.
Careful.
The shadow rules over.
Watch out!
Die, fell creature!
Wine isn't cheap.
Greenwood lies under our protection. This land is known to us. A noble pursuit.
Careful. Watch out!
You will pay,
Out of my sight!
uncouth creature.
Watch out! Careful. Out of my
Trespassers
sight!
beware.
Die, fell creature!
The Elven King!
New structure. The Elven King's domain grows.
Ready your tools. I have building supplies.
Our ally has placed a beacon.
The ring must be destroyed.
Bjarning Honeymead, please. I'll bring the bottles.
None may enter the
Only
Greenwood
the
but by
finest
the King's
vintages,
consent.
Raki.
I have come.
What will it be?
100 years is a mere blink in the life of an elf. The greenwood shall not perish.
The Bjorning Lodge
Building materials.
grows ever greener.
Trespassers
Red,
beware.
white, dry, sweet.
We have sworn to defend King Thranduil's halls. Inside.
My bow is
This one has
pledged to the
marvelous
Elven
aroma.
King.
Nothing moves but I hear of it.
Building materials. The ground here is not suitable.
The greenwood shall not perish.
Ready your tools. I have building supplies.
You are not welcome here.
Be ready.
I have a fine selection.
None but the Elven King may command us. This land is known to
Red,
us.
white, dry, sweet.
The huntsman watches over us. Tauron has shown us the path. Onward, Arthur.
Uncouth creature.
Here for your
Sound the retreat!
We are one with this forest.
We have a new structure.
The Elven King has excellent taste in wine. I have a fine selection. Red, white, dry, sweet.
They have entered our
What will it
domain.
Praise be to
The
God.
Elven King has excellent taste in wine.
This is
Red, white, dry, sweet.
Thing of shadow.
Watch out!
We are one.
Get out of my way!
This wine isn't cheap.
Which king
out!
they consider the source
Rally around ourselves of the Greenwood. This land is known to us.
This land is nestled.
Reach out!
Be ready.
Back to the shadow.
Shadow looms over.
They march against
Only
us.
the finest vintages for our king.
I'm up to 17.
Die, fell creature! Quell their incursion!
Red, white,
None but the
dry,
Elven
sweet.
Victory
King
is
may
within
command
our
us.
grasp.
The Elven King has excellent taste in wine. This tastes
You will pay!
Glows in the dark.
None may enter the Greenwood but by the King's consent.
I have a fine selection.
I am at the King's
What will it
command.
be?
This is Elven land. Be ready.
Taste in wine.
Keep your swords to
They
hand.
have entered our domain.
Now, this doesn't belong here. What will it be?
I am at the King's command.
Only the finest vintages for our king. Let's get rid of this, shall we? Out of my sight. Careful.
Uncouth creature.
Out of my sight. No. Watch out. No further.
Back to the shadow. This is your end.
Careful. Watch out.
I will end you.
Out of my sight.
Greenwood
Watch
lies
out.
under our
I have a fine selection.
Never underestimate
They
a widow.
threaten our
Out of my
sanctity.
sight. This tasteful.
Trespassers beware. The Greenwood must be for anything.
Be ready.
Careful.
Trespassers
This wine isn't
beware.
cheap. Out of my sight. Be gone, uncouth creature. Stay away. Wait for it. Be gone, uncouth creature. Only the finest vintages for our king. Of course. Oh, is there a feast happening?
Grimyard is by your side. We shall not be
The enemy
conquered.
does
Building
not
materials.
relent.
The Elven King has excellent taste in wine. This one has a marvelous aroma.
Trespassers,
Won't
to
take long.
arms!
I'll bring the bottles. I'll go and see. Oh, is there a feast happening? Let's get rid of this, shall we?
None may enter the
The
greenwood
Elven
but by
King
the
has
king's consent.
excellent taste in wine.
There is work to be done.
My people stand guard over this land.
Die, fell creature!
Against us.
Watch out! Out of my sight! Of course.
100
Plenty
years
of
is a
our evil
mere
to become
blink
stronger than
in
us.
the life of an elf.
The Elven King has excellent
the
taste
shadow.
in wine.
You will pay!
Revel in the heirlooms of our people.
The greenwood must be protected. We are
Out of
ready
my
for
sight.
anything.
lies under
This wine isn't cheap. Ugh, filthy hovel. Only the finest vintages
They
for our
threaten
king.
our sanctity.
Artifacts, memory. This land must
Fine
be
selection. What will it be? Let's get rid of this,
A
shall we?
stalwart defense.
Bjorning Honeymead,
The
please.
huntsman watches over us.
uncouth
Only
creature.
the finest vintages for our king. Now this doesn't belong
Greenwood
here.
lies under our protection.
Careful. Ugh, filthy hovel.
Be ready.
Out of my sight. Watch out. This wine isn't cheap.
Against us.
Watch out. Careful. Out of my sight. Very well then.
I hear the ghouls
Wait, what
crying.
could it be? This one has a marvelous aroma. Can't have any. This wine isn't cheap.
Die, fell creature!
Watch out. Careful. What will it be? I have a fine selection. Red, white, dry, sweet. The Elven King
threaten
has
our
excellent
sanctity.
taste in wine. Chase them off! Bjorning Honeymead, please. This one has a marvelous aroma. Red, white, dry, sweet. The Elven King has excellent taste in wine. Only the finest vintages for our king. Don't make me do this. Get out of my sight.
The Bjornen stand
Watch
ready.
out. Careful. This wine isn't cheap.
To arms!
I have a fine selection. Bjorning Honeymead, please. I'll bring the bottles. Distasteful. What will it be? Let's get rid of this, shall we? Ugh, filthy hovel. Only the finest vintages for our king. Out of my sight. Watch out. This wine isn't cheap. Watch out.
Stand, hills of Lasgard!
Out of my sight. Watch out. This wine isn't cheap. What will it be? Distasteful. Only the finest vintages for our king. Now this doesn't belong here. This one has a marvelous aroma. Out of my sight. This wine isn't cheap. You asked for it.
I am
Bjorn
at the
Honey,
king's command.
please. Ugh, filthy hovel. Only the finest vintages for our king.
Greenwood lies under our
Careful. The Elven King has excellent taste in wine. Now this doesn't belong here. This wine isn't cheap. Distasteful. Out of my sight. Watch
They
out.
threaten our
Only
sanctity.
the finest vintages for our king.
Our lives for the Elven King.
Stand, elves of Lasgard!
Red, white,
We are
dry,
ready for
sweet.
anything.
This one has a marvelous aroma. What will it be? The Elven King has excellent taste in wine. This one has a marvelous aroma. Now this doesn't belong here. Let's get rid of this, shall we? Only the finest vintages for our king. Bjorning honeymead, please. Oh, is there a feast happening? I have a fine selection. Won't take long.
Trespassers!
Filthy hovel! Distasteful! Ugh, filthy hovel! The Elven King has excellent taste in wine. I have a fine selection. This one has a marvelous aroma. Red, white, dry, sweet.
Never underestimate
This
the
one
wood
has a
elf.
marvelous
to the
aroma.
Shadowlands.
Bjorning honeymead, please. This one has a
None
marvelous
may enter the
aroma.
greenwood but by the king's
Red,
consent.
white, dry, sweet. This one has a marvelous aroma.
Trespassers beware.
Let's get rid of this, shall we?
For our people.
Careful. This doesn't belong here. I'm done here. Of course. Ugh, filthy hovel. Distasteful.
Keep your swords to hand.
To my sight. Let's get rid of this, shall we? Distasteful. Careful. Be gone, uncouth creature. The Elven King has excellent taste in wine. Stay away. Only the finest vintages for our king. The Elven King has excellent taste in wine. Won't take long. I have a fine selection. What would it be?
None but the Elven King
Bjorn
can
and
harm us.
honeymead, please. This one has marvelous aroma. Red, white, dry, sweet. Bjorn and honeymead, please. What would it be?
The greenwood must be
Never
protected.
underestimate
Marvelous
the
aroma.
aroma. I have a fine selection. The Elven King has excellent taste in wine.
Here.
What would it be?
We are ready for anything.
Only the finest vintages for our king. I have a fine selection.
Be ready.
Bjorning honey,
Mark Pelifard.
please. Now this doesn't belong here. Ugh,
None may enter the
hovel.
greenwood but by the king's consent.
This doesn't belong here.
We are ready for anything. None may enter the greenwood but by the
The
king's
Elven
consent.
King has excellent taste in wine. What would it be?
Keep your
Never
swords to hand.
underestimate the wood
Challenge
elf.
our
Red,
might.
white, dry, sweet. Only the finest vintages for our king. Ugh, filthy hovel. Distasteful. Red, white, dry, sweet. I have a fine selection. Ugh, filthy hovel. Bjorning honeymead, please. I have a fine
not
selection.
welcome here.
What would it be? Red, white, dry,
This
sweet.
land must be kept safe.